Gilmore Girls, and did Lauren Graham wear any of her own clothes on the show? Now, she was recently interviewed for Call Her Daddy, where she mentions that she wore one piece. That is all she can remember. And I'm here to tell you about the things that I remember that she definitely wore that were her own. Hi, I'm Valerie. I was the key set costumer on Gilmore Girls, and I need you to do me a huge favor because Saturday is coming. If you're not following me here, please do. But the most important thing you can do right now is please go to my profile right now. You can do it right now. I'll be right back here. And click all the things and make sure you are subscribed, liked, and following in all of the places. Okay, now that you're back, I need to tell you that she definitely wore a few pieces that were own, and I'm going to share with you some experiences of what happened when those items did not show up on set when she took them home. Okay, let's talk about it. I started working on Gilmore Girls season 1, episode 11, and my job that year was to take care of Lauren and Alexis. Alexis was a piece of cake. You'd put clothes in the room, she'd put them on, she'd go to set, and for the most part, you'd had to hand her shoes and make sure that she was okay on set and comfortable and warm and that kind of stuff. Lauren would be a little bit more of a challenge because she did not do fittings, which made our job on set harder because in order to get everyone else dressed, we had to know what she was wearing because we didn't want people to be wearing the same exact color. But sometimes we could not prevent it because other characters might have been established before she got established. Once the actors were established, it was my job to make sure that they maintained that look. Now, Lauren wore a lot of her own things, maybe not necessarily outfits, but accessories. A lot of times if an actor wears their own clothes on set, they will leave it with the costume department to make sure that those items are there for the next time they work. And sometimes they will bring them home because they are wearing them all the time, like jewelry. Lauren would often wear pieces of jewelry like her diamond stud earrings. Sometimes she would have a ring on her finger, like her Claddagh ring. And I remember her always wearing a diamond stud necklace and a few necklaces that had some charms on them that her father gave her. These were items she never took off until she took them off. My job was to make sure that she had these items. So every morning that she wore something that was her own personal, I would sort of hang out by her trailer waiting for her to arrive to make sure that those items were on her personal body. Was there ever a time that Lauren forgot to bring these items to set? Funny you should ask. Yes. And what did we do when these items were not there? Scramble. Now, the first time this happened, I remember having to drive to Lauren's house to retrieve those items and bring them to set before we were ready to film. Which is why I always made it a habit to hang out at her trailer to make sure she had them on before she started the makeup process so that we would have enough time to get to her house before the camera started rolling. I remember that the first words out of my mouth to Lauren each morning were, "Lauren, do you have your jewelry?" And she would be like, "Good morning." To that point, I would always say, "Good morning. Do you have your jewelry?" I don't know if she was aware of the stress that caused me each morning, but eventually I asked Brenda if we could get some dupes, some doubles, a couple extra sets. And we went through those because there were many times where she forgot her studs. Wait, I just remembered something else. And while you tell me what your favorite Lorelai outfit or item is, I'm going to tell you the story of her glasses. Have you ever wondered why Lauren was wearing glasses in a scene? It's because they were her own. One day she woke up and her eyes were hurting and she came to set with her glasses and she asked if she could wear them and they were like, "Sure."